Hello, and welcome back to Stafford Case. My name is Baby Dennis, and last time we examined the leisure lounge. Seems like everyone's been in the room, there are some drugs, medicine, and we found a book with the smudge message. We questioned the diet of the victim just to find out that Mari has been putting a ton of painkillers in Rugger's food because it's the protocol. This must be the work of an enemy staff. So it has to be Barafin with her broken ability. Thena volunteers to interrogate her, but Barafin's skill is activated, and Thena's record is a bit compromised because Thena now fully believes in Barafin. However, she used her skill once, and now it allows Redfin and Note to question her. With it, we found out that Barafin used her skill 16 days ago, but the message lingered, and she left lotion and, her breath, and it still managed to control people afterwards, giving her, basically the ability to command others without skill usage. So she is the culprit. But, what do we do now? We solved the case, but we've reached the save point, and now we have to figure out what to do. I think it's gonna be do we tell them the truth? So this case will never happen again if we execute her, or do we do something else? I'm not really quite sure. Either way, we probably have a choice. And today I don't know if I'll reach the end of the case, but we'll try our best. So let's head into it. Okay. So what are we gonna do?
あ、出てきた。
終わったんですね。
ええ。おお、私の仇は撃ってくれたの？
まあ、そうとも言えるわ
I
ね。
love how
殺されはしないだろうけど、ある程度の処罰は下されると思うわ。
I love how Thena's yep, I was definitely compromised. Good job, guys. Because she believed everything that the other person Barafin said, so she's like, oh crap.
ノート、やっぱり今回も一瞬で解決したんだな。お疲れ様。
You're so smart.
はい。
それじゃあ、ベリフィンの犯行の方法も分かったし、管理官に報告したら全部終わりだね。
そうだな。まだ時間が結構残っていますが、もう集合場所に向かうのはどうでしょうか。
どうしましょうか。ノート、あなたが決めて。
はい。はい。
Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
ベリフィンさんの犯行については全て判明した。次に僕たちが向かう場所は。
This was a choice I talked about last time. I found out about this. You can go to the meeting place. Oh, you can go to any of these? Damn. What happens if I go back to
そこには今
Barafin?
行く必要はないだろう。
Okay.
そこには今行く必要
So
はな
not
いだろう。
here, not there, not
そこには
here.
今行く必
They're
要
just
はな
giving
い
us
だ
the
ろう。
option, but it's clearly not the right
そこに
choice.
は今行く
So
必要
yeah,
は
it's
ない
like,
だろ
do you want to speak with Elroy or not? The vibe I'm getting is that going to the meeting place will just skip a lot of stuff and leave a lot of things unanswered. So I'm gonna do that first, and we'll have the meeting with Elroy next time, or after doing this one. Bureau Underground area meeting place.
いつ来るんだか。
落ち着け。約束の時間から3分しか経ってない。
一刻も早
We're
く
3 minutes
ここから出たい
late.
気持ちはわかるけどね。
Yeah, I already got brainwashed once. I don't want to be brainwashed again.
お待たせしました。
Oh,
あ、M さん。
私も来たぞ。
ええ、見れ
yeah,
ばわかり
I
ま
don't
す。
care about you.
今から皆さんを地上に復帰させます。
本当ですか？
でもまだ事件の全
管理官はスフォークを通して君たちの推理をすべて聞いていたそうだ。
Oh, right. We're supposed to have our spork upside down for the entire investigation. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, isn't that super risky since we were literally next to fucking Barafin while we were doing it? So, if Barafin used her staff, then she could have controlled everyone. But it was specifically our spork, not Thena, because Thena was the only one affected by it.
思っていた通りだな。とおっしゃっていた。
Oh shit! I just realized if we had talked to Elroy, they would have listened in on that conversation, and some shit might go down.
私たちを何事もなく解放してくれたということは、結果には満足したという意味だろう。
とりあえずは生き残れたみたいですね。
ええ、本当に地上に返してくれるかはまだわからないけどね。
Don't kill me, please.
やだやだ、不吉なこと言わないで。
終わったのか。
Yeah, this is a not as satisfying ending, I think. Case closed. Is that it? Is that it? All right. Probably back to the bureau.
戻りました。
I'm home. I'm here.
課長に何か言われた？
大した話はしませんでした。でもチーム長のことを呼んでいましたよ。
Yeah, you see, he called for me to call
お
for
二人も
you.
まだ帰らないようにと言っていました。
Oh,
はあ、今日も残業だなんて。
I am wondering whether or not Ina is going to get some kind of punishment for being compromised.
それじゃあ私は課長室に
I'm
行ってく
actually
る
so scared
から。ノ
about
ート
this.
はもう帰っていいわ。すぐ家に帰ってゆっくり休みなさい。
わかりました。
ノート、分かっていると思うが、今日見たことは絶対に口外するんじゃないぞ。
Yeah, that's like super duper confidential information.
ええ、わかっています。お先に失礼します。
ああ、今日はありがとうな、ノート。
ああ、はい。それじゃあまた明日お会いしましょう。
It's seeming so ominous, man.
地下で起きた一連の事件を経験して管理局への考えはさらに確固たるものになった。管理局は決して善良な存在ではない。
Yeah.
管理局の統制は僕たちが生きていく上で必要な社会の一部だ。だからここの人たちは不満を抱いたとしてもそれに立ち向かおうとはしない。社会に世の中に立ち向かうのは不可能だということを知っているからだ。だからベリフィンは自分と同じ立場だった被害者を殺した。それが彼女にできる精一杯の犯行だったから。僕は事件を解決した。エルロイさんが言っていた別の時間軸の僕がしたように。
And Elroy is going to turn back time again.
しかしこれはすでに決められていた事件の手順をただ踏んだだけじゃないのか。そんな考えがずっと頭の中を巡っている。
All right. Return to parenting path. Yeah, that was really unsatisfying. Oh, that was really
出て
unsatisfying.
きた。
終わったんですね。
All right, I guess we'll just skip over to the choice. I guess our next destination is Elroy. All right. Meow. Meow.
ちょっとノート。
Hey there, buddy.
ここ
I mean, hey there, brother.
やー、ブラザー。
Brother.
ええ、お待たせしました。
ノートが行きたい場所ってこの男の部屋なの？くそー、結局
Oh, no.
私の心配が現実になっちゃっ
He's
た。
become a dude,
しか
bro.
も最悪な形で。
All right, actually, you know, I'm gonna spend some time to just talk about what I think is gonna happen. So, I'm wondering about a few things at the moment. First is what is I forgot their names. Jonah? No, Jonah is the other game. What is Doug's role in this? Both Doug and Elroy's role. Once again, similar to the 9-Beck case, I feel like because we've already deduced that Barafin was like the killer, and she clearly did do stuff to like assist in, clearly did intend to kill Rutger, and she, you know, killed Rutger. But there's definitely going to be more to this, so I kind of feel like we're kind of done with Barafin, and now what we have left is Elroy and I forgot his name already again. Doug. So I'm wondering how they fit into this. Elroy gave us like a hint, but I'm wondering whether or not Elroy like planned everything. I feel like because the thing is, Elroy wrote a message. He said something about like food and like dye, I think. Oh, I'm actually making assumptions. But the mystery novel thing here, we have that. Where is it? Memory server. Yeah, meals and dye. So like someone left a message here, and I believe it is Elroy because of the fact that he used his power to go back in time. That I think it kind of matches with when he did something with the book. So yeah, I'm wondering whether or not.
勝手な妄想ばかりしているようだが、なんでもない。
Oh, actually, I just realized Doug's role in this is to make the entire leisure room. So technically, he has already fulfilled a role. And I wonder what Elroy's role in this is, because technically he hasn't really done anything. But now I'm thinking that he wrote the message. So what's that going to lead to? Did he actually somehow convince Barafin to kill Rugger? Because it seems like she has a pretty convincing reason to kill, so I don't think so.
ノートがここに来たのはベリフィンの犯行をすべて明らかにしたからよ。
それはもしかしてエルロイが言っていたことを確かめに。
エルロイさん、あなたは別の時間軸でこの事件を経験済みなんですよね。
I think it's just because he has so many years of experience. I think his attitude doesn't really match his knowledge or his age. I mean, you can have a certain attitude at any age, but like I feel like due to how much he knows, I feel like this attitude that he's showing is a facade, so I'm like kind of suspicious of him. But he's also told us like a lot of stuff.
ベリフィンさんが犯人だということも、被害者の食事に薬品が入れられていたこともすでに知っていたはずです。しかしあなたは事件を傍観していました。どうして事件を未然に防ごうとしなかったのかと尋ねた時、あなたは僕が別の時間軸の僕に追いついたら教えると言いました。
I see where this might go. So what happened is, oh wow. Okay, if I'm understanding this correct, what happened is, oh no, Elroy got the information from Note, and he was like, you know what, I can go back in time. I'll go back in time 16 days and see if I can convey the information to her. And I think that's what he did with the book. But what happened was kind of what I was thinking before. He conveyed the information to Rugger, but because now that she has an idea that the food is essentially going to cause her to die, she's unable to eat the food, and as a result, she didn't die from overdosing. She died from malnutrition because she could not eat the food. I think that's what's gonna happen, which would kind of be messed up because that would have meant that Elroy killed Rugger, but he killed her in an attempt to save her because she was going to die anyways.
僕たちはベリフィンさんの犯行を明らかにしました。だからその答えを教えてください。どうして事件を防ごうとしなかったんですか？
It actually didn't occur to me before because of this. Yeah, I didn't think that I was thinking that we were retracing all our steps and that the events played out the exact same way as they did last time. But it's very possible that they straight up didn't. Oh shit, that's kind of cool actually.
よし、返事を聞く準備はできているみたいだな。結論から話すと、何もしなかったわけじゃないんだ。
In that case, originally I was suspicious because of his ability and vast amount of experience, and the fact that he did nothing. But now that I think about it, it seems like he did try to do something, and that lessens my suspicion on him now.
俺はメッセージを残したんだ。監視官には見つからない。それでいて確実に彼女が読むであろう場所に俺だけが知っている情報を
エルロイさんだけが知っている情報、おそらくこの事件の核心に触れる情報ということだろう。もしかしてそのメッセージとはこれのことですか？
The thing is, I'm not gonna lie, this is taking my suspicion off of Elroy, but now I'm kind of like, I'm afraid Doug might have accidentally caused something else now. But from what I understand, it is going to be this kneels and die. There's no reason to leave that message if it weren't for the case. But now we'll actually be able to interpret the full message.
エルロイさん、これは鏡屋敷の悲劇という本の1ページです。
I still don't understand this image. Like, I know what it is. Like, it's just someone here. Wait, actually, and this person's got the arm binded. She's choking her. I don't understand.
さすが俺がブラザーと認めた男だ。ちゃんと見つけてくれたんだな。だが本を破るのは良くないな。
Hey.
しかも俺はその本をまだ読んでる途中だ。
I was reading that.
これは
私が代わりに謝ります。
大丈夫だ。どうせネタバレされて読む気が失せているところだしな。
That damn brat.
このページの隅にはインクが滲んでいます。注意してみると書かれていた文章が消された痕跡だとわかりますよね。このままでは書かれていた内容がわかりませんが、僕たちの技術でいくつかの単語を復元するのに成功しました。おかげで食事と死の2つの単語を読み取ることができました。これは初めて見た時にはただの気味の悪い文章程度に思えましたが、事件の真相を知ってから見ると印象が変わります。食事に薬を入れて被害者を死に追いやったベレフィンさんの犯行を知った今となっては、エルロイさん、これはベレフィンさんの犯行に関する文章です。そしてこれを書くことができる人物はベレフィンさんの犯行を事前に知っていた者、つまりあなたです。
まったく頼もしい若者だよ君は。よしブラザー、俺が残しておいたヒントをよく見つけたな。
警告というのはやはり。
I am kind of curious. In this case, what would happen? Like, who would be found guilty? Because technically, in this case, Barafin isn't the one who killed Rugger, but her actions are what caused her to die. Because if she didn't try to put painkillers in Rugger's food in the first place, then this guy Elroy wouldn't have wrote that message.
被害者に宛てた警告でしょうね。エルロイさん、あなたは何もしなかったわけじゃなく、被害者が読む本に警告のメッセージを残した。
まさにその通り。さすがはブラザーの彼女だ。理解が早いな。
それはどうも。
Like, please don't mention it.
ところで、どうしてこんな回りくどい方法で警告をしたんですか？監視官に伝えて対策してもらえばいいじゃないですか。
もちろん最初はそうしたよ。だが M 君は俺の言葉を全く理解できなかった。
because she's already been compromised.
俺の話を聞いているように見えるのに、ベリフィンがスキルを使った部分に関してはどうしても理解してくれなかった。
そうか、もうベリフィンさんのスキルに支配された状態だったから、自分がどう利用されているのか理解できなかったんだ。
君たちも知っているだろうが、俺はロジャー君が12月20日に死ぬことを知っていた。
The 20th of December. He actually delayed her death a little bit because now she died on the 24th. Where's the schedule? Where's the schedule? Here. Yeah, or at least she was confirmed deceased on the 24th.
それで警告するためにスキルを使って10日前に戻ったんだ。ロジャー君は自分に関する話を全くしないミステリアスな女性だったが、それでもここでできた唯一の友達だった。
The only friend?
だから助けたかった。
But she just got here like 2 months ago.
しかし M 君は俺の話を全く理解してくれずに、むしろ警戒していたよ。
You would have only had to interact with her like 2 or 3 times.
結局こっそりロジャー君に警告のメッセージを伝えるしかなかったんだ。監視官があなたの食事に毒を盛る。食べ物の表面は食べずに捨てろ。私はあなたの死ぬところを見た。そうメッセージを残した。それがあの人を救う唯一の方法だったから。
自分の死を予言されるなんて、私だったらご飯が喉を通らなかったと思う。
食事を拒否するのは施設の規定に反するから。
Oh, I forgot about that. They have to eat.
てな、今の発言、陳述書を作成しておいて。
だけど異常心拍を読み取るようにはしてなかったけど。
There's still a
大丈
contradiction.
夫。今さらエルロイが嘘をつく理由はないから。
エルロイさんが努力したというのは分かりました。しかしミスリル・ロジャーさんは。
そうだ。俺もどうして死を防げなかったのかずっと気になっているんだ。
I mean,
もう
technically,
一度
can't
過
he?
去に戻って死を防ごうとするのは不可能だからな。だがブラザー、君の話を聞いて大体分かったよ。まさか俺の警告が消されていたとはな。
Someone must have erased my message. Oh, so what was the log in the room again? So memory server, trace photo lounge. Who came in after him? Ooh. Doug came. Oh, Rugger came in after him, and then Doug. The thing is, Doug, I think, was the first one to actually read the book here. So, you know, here. I wonder whether or not he decided to reread the book. But it could also be Rugger that erased the message so that it's like, yep, I got the message. We're just gonna make sure that no one else sees it.
知らなかったんですか？
ああ、知らなかった。マナを放出したせいでもともと昨日だった休憩室の予定がキャンセルになったんだ。きっと誰かが警告を消してロジャー君にあのメッセージが伝わらなかったんだ。
Oh, okay,
だから
no.
予定通り死ぬことになってしまった。
Yeah, Mithril erased the message, and then she wrote, "That was helpful, thanks."
問題はその誰かとは何者かってことだ。やっぱりベリフィンが偶然見たんだろうか。
I'm trying to think if Doug is gonna have like any additional role. I really don't want him to be evil because he's just a kid. I don't want him to accidentally have like a death on his hands already. But the more we talk with Elroy, I don't think it's him. Because he's shown evidence that he tried to prevent it, and now he's showing evidence of not knowing things that he should not know. Like, he does not know that Rugger got the message. Unless he's doing like a 5D chess play and he already knows that we're gonna think that, and then he's trying to act around that.
ノート、メッセージを消したということは、エルロイがこの小説を読んだ後に本を開いた人物ということよ。それがわかる手がかりがあったわよね。
ええ。どの書類のことを言ってるのか分かっています。エルロイさん、これを見れば誰がメッセージを消したのかはっきり分かると思います。
Yeah, so right now I have to present the trace photo to show that Rugger was the next person to access the book. So that'll be here, footprints Rugger, which is 13 days earlier. And then afterwards, we're going to use additional. Okay, never mind. I guess footprints isn't technically enough. But, oh, here, only book with Rugger's footprints. Fingerprint. Why is that the only book she read? Oh, okay. Then it's my original thought. It's the actual inside of the book, and it was Rugger saying, "Oh, thanks, that was very helpful." And this would be in order, so yeah, okay. Yeah. This would be the best evidence. I thought they were gonna do a two-parter, so I was saving that evidence for last.
エルロイさん、これを覚えていますよね。
ん？ああ、それか。休憩室で本を読んだら必ず読書感想文を書かなきゃいけなかったんだ。
おそらく監視対象の精神状態を確認するのが目的でしょうね。
That is a good thing, but it would be very dangerous in the hands of Barafin.
しかし今重要なのはそこではありません。エルロイさん、ここにあなたが書いた読書感想文が残っています。 そしてあなたの次に本を読んだ人も読書感想文を書きました。
なるほど。じゃあその読書感想文を残したやつが俺のメッセージを消したんだな。誰なんだ？俺の次に本を読んだのは。
ミスリル・ロジャー、被害者です。
なんだって？
エルロイさん、あなたがメッセージを残した後に本を手に取ったのは被害者一人だけです。監視官 M でさえこのメッセージのことは知りませんでした。このメモを消したのは被害者です。おそらくあなたはベレフィンさんがメッセージを見て計画を変えたと思っていたかもしれませんが、実際にはあなたの警告は被害者にちゃんと伝わっていたんです。
だがそれならどうしてロジャー君は予定通り死を迎えてしまったんだ？
Yeah, I think I'm right about this.
もしかすると予定通りじゃなかったのかもしれません。
それはどういう意味だ？
被害者はあなたの警告を見たんです。すべてが予定通り別の時間軸と同じように進んだとすれば、被害者が鎮痛剤を飲んで死ぬことはなかったはずです。つまりあなたが経験した別の時間軸と私たちが捜査中である現在の時間軸に違いがあるということでしょう。
I understand why it's kept separate now. Like why Elro was like talk to me after everything, because now we have an idea of what happened the first timeline, and basically what we thought happened the first time basically was what we thought happened was basically what happened the first timeline. While now what we're really discovering is that they're actually very different.
違い、二つの事件の違いといえば一つだけ思い当たることがある。エルロイさんに起きた出来事を記した文書と矛盾する文書があったはずだ。
I think right now it's going to be the time of death, so the 20th and the 24th. So just double checking, multiple checks. Yep, 2 barks. All right, so it'd be this. I'm pretty confident in this. Yep. Time of death.
エルロイさん、一つお尋ねします。今日は何日ですか？
ここにはカレンダーがないが、今日の日付を間違えるはずがない。12月20日だろ？
なるほどね。ブリアン、今日の日にちは？
確かにカレンダーはありませんが、間違えることはありません。今日はクリスマスイブ、12月24日です。
And it's not surprising that he would get dates confused because he's time traveling, so his reference frame is always different, as well as the fact that they're in this type of environment where it's like, I don't even know when day or night's passing.
なんだって？いや、そんなはずが。
ミスリルさんが死んだ日だから20日。なぜならあなたが別の時間軸で経験した事件は12月20日に起きたから。
It's kind of funny because now that actually means that the note that he is seeing here is actually technically slightly different than the note from the last timeline, because if he has technically 4 more days of experience, it's a very similar note, but it's technically different.
そうだ、間違えるはずがない。俺はスキルを使って過去に戻る前に信頼できる人に日付を尋ねたんだ。ブラザー、まさに君にだ。
ええ、別の時間軸の事件は確実に12月20日に起きたんでしょう。
4日差があった。
じゃあこういうことなのか？ロジャー君は俺の警告通りに表面を取り除いて食事をしたが、中にも毒が残っていて、本来の日付より4日後に死を迎えたと。
いいえ、食事に毒を入れた張本人である M さんは粉にして上から振りかけたと言っていました。
Yeah, because it's protocol.
そもそも毒といっても所詮は鎮痛剤です。かなり大量に摂取しなければ死までは至りません。つまり被害者は鎮痛剤の過剰摂取で死亡したんじゃないということです。何か別の要因で死んだんです。
別の要因だって？ベリフィンの他にロジャー君を殺そうとした人物がいるってことか？
いえ、他の犯行の痕跡は。
Oh man, this... I feel like with every case, the murders or the deaths or the murders or the deaths are becoming more and more like, oh man, that really sucks. Because the first one was because the killer or the culprit lost their home, and then as a result they acted out and killed the ringleader, the ringmaster. And the second one, it was someone using someone else's skill to use someone else's skill to murder. So that was honestly really interesting. It was also kind of like bizarre for me. The last one was an accident. Someone accidentally triggered a staff that they didn't know about, and and the life of someone they cared about. And now it's kind of the same, where it's like this person went back in time to try to save someone. And if I'm correct about this, he ended up I guess saving her for a few more days, but also couldn't stop it. And now technically he may be the cause of death, even though she was going to die anyways.
他の場所ならまだしも、こんなに厳重に管理されている施設で殺人を行える人物が2人もいるとは思えない。しかし、それなら被害者はどうして死んだんだ。現在の事件とエルロイさんが経験した事件との違いといえば。
I guess does this kind of answer one of my questions? It's like I was wondering, like, what happens if you were to drop Rudger in the middle of the ocean? At one point, I think her body would reject water, so water wouldn't like fill her lungs, but that wouldn't stop the fact that she can't breathe, and as a result, she'd probably still die. So she's immune to damage, but not immune to death.
唯一、エルロイさんが事件に介入したことだ。あの警告によって変わったことがあるとすれば、チーム長。僕。
わかったわ。思い切り
Oh, it's
散
time
ら
for
か
the
しなさい。
the hex of the
ノッタ。
ram.
はい。
Yes, mom. Hexa logic.
おいブラザー、人の部屋で何を。少なくとも俺から許可をもらうべきじゃないのか。
No, let me mess
別の
things
時間
up.
軸の事件と現在の事件が違う点は一つだけ。エルロイさんの介入。それによってある変化が起きたのは明らかだ。考えてみよう。もし被害者の立場ならエルロイさんの警告を見てどうなっただろうか。自分の食事に毒が入れられたことを知った人物に起きた変化とは。
What would I change? What would change if I knew my meals were toxic? So, on the other hand, I'm also kind of wondering how this is going to be the Redfin episode. But, okay. First of all, this one's going to be the meals that die one. We have a transfer. I doubt I'd be able to even stomach my meals if someone first saw my death like that. I don't have a calendar in here, but the answer is indeed obvious. Today's Christmas Eve. There's a difference between the case from the timeline you experienced. I think that's gonna be this one. She literally couldn't stomach the meals anymore because her body took it as damage. Here we have the corpse. She's so thin I can see her cheekbones, which means she was malnourished. And here's Douglas's. I think she said that she looked a lot skinnier. We assumed that it was a period thing. Here's security guard M. So we serve mixed fruit. They aren't allowed to refuse meals. It's probably gonna be that one. Let me look at the other ones again. No. And here, the incident you're talking about played out exactly the same. I saw the woman the day before everything went down. She looked so healthy. Wait, that's weird. She looks so healthy. His time frame changed significantly. Like, I know he's a time traveler, but something's kind of wrong with this one. Huh, I'm gonna do it for... Oh no, this was in specifically the previous timeline. It's not this timeline anymore. Okay, so... I think that's it. If it's not this one, it's the first one. But we'll go back and we'll combine. I hope I get this first try. It's gonna be 5 or 6 at the very least. Fuck! Alright, it's 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about this one then. Alright, give it to me. Oh no, nerf. My bad. Oh, I mean, the mystery novel with the meals and dye is very important, but like, there's also someone who tried to communicate on the glass wall. I am kind of curious about that. I imagine that was Doug though. Yeah, that's not gonna be it. I do kind of wonder what Doug communicated to her. There's a difference between the case from the timeline you experience and the case where you're investigating. Maybe it's that, because technically that is true. I just thought, yeah, I was thinking Athena's was more appropriate, so I can't tell which one is which. This one I'm very certain. Yeah, this is. I misread read the wrong one. It's the one about her losing weight, and that matches up with everything else. All right, this should be a 6. It's the book page. Oh, we're getting this a lot quicker than I thought.
ひらめいた。
ひらめいた。
わかりました。どうして被害者は死から逃れられなかったのか。
Oh man, that really sucks though. Oh man, I feel like this game so far has just been making me say that so many times.
それは本当か？一体誰が？いや、それよりも、どうやって？
どうやっては重要じゃありません。見方によっては、被害者の死は必然とも言えるからです。
ちょっと待て。少し言葉に気をつけた方がいいぞ。
What was the exact wording? Followed a set path. Yeah, Elroy's like, I can literally change that path. I am a time travel. Let me change it. And he's like, nope. You actually just you slightly altered it, but it was still the same path.
すみません。でも他にいい表現が見つかりません。そもそも被害者の命を脅かすような脅威は存在しませんでした。エルロイさん、考えてみてください。被害者の立場から考えてみるんです。あなたの警告を見た被害者はどんな風に考えたでしょうか。自分の食事に毒が入れられていて、あなたはそれを食べて死ぬという警告を見たなら、しかもその警告を残したのが過去に戻るスキルを持つステッパーなら、エルロイさんはもちろん良かれと思って警告を残したんでしょう。しかし被害者はその警告を見て安心できたでしょうか。
何が言いたいんだ。
被害者はその時初めて自分に死の危険が迫っていることを知ったんです。死を避けられるかもしれないという安堵感より、死と直面した恐怖の方が、特に全ての危険を断つことができるスキルを持つ被害者にとっては、死とは遠い未来の話だと思っていたはずですから。
That's a good point. It's like someone who thought like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna die anytime soon due to my skill. Suddenly it was like, I died? Oh fuck, I can die?
被害者が受けたショックは相当大きかったと思います。その上、管理局の地下という特殊な環境のせいでメンタルの回復も困難だったでしょう。警告の通りに食事の表面を取り除いたとしても、普段通りに食事をとるのは難しかったはずです。さまざまな陳述から彼女がだんだん痩せ細っていった状況が推測できます。つまり被害者は食事自体に抵抗を感じるようになっていたんです。
それで、それが何だと言うんだい。いくら抵抗があったとしても、まさか死ぬまで何も食べずにいるわけはないし、結局はそれが原因ではないんだろう。
いい。
違います。被害者が食事に抵抗を感じるようになったという事実、
Okay, here it is.
それが重大な意味を持つ事情が被害者にはあったんです。
Here's how it's gonna relate back to her ability. Once again, I'm not sure how this relates to Redfin though. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. It's because of her ability she can't. What the? Oh, wait. Sorry. It is her ability, but it's the addendum. So, it's the part where it's like, this is Bearfin's addendum. Oh my god, there's so many. With her, what her skill deems, blah blah. Here, specifically the one with oysters and food poisoning. She can't eat oysters anymore because she saw someone get food poisoning.
エルロイさん、 被害者のスキルについてどこまでご存知ですか？
体を守るスキルということ以外は知らない。ロジャー君とはガラスの壁にメッセージを残すという短いやりとりしかしてなかったからな。
So for Elroy, I mean, I was suspicious because he has so much knowledge, but everything he's done is just like something a swell dude would do. Like he's trying his best to save someone that he doesn't think deserves to die. So his friend, but he can't do it.
そうですか。でもその情報でおおむね合っています。被害者のスキルは全ての種類の危険を断ち切ることですから。問題はその危険の基準がどうやって決められるのかです。
何を危険と判断するかはスキル自身が選別している。でもロジャーの心理によってそれに例外が生まれるとあったわ。
そうです。毒性を持っていたとしても被害者が危険はないと思っている物質はそのまま吸収されます。
This is really wild because literally the way her skill works is that if she doesn't think it's toxic, she can eat it. If she does think it's toxic, she can't eat it. But both of those caveats to her skill are what kills her in each of the timelines. So
それは前に聞いた。だから毒性を持っていても鎮痛剤は体に吸収されて効果があったんだろう。
ええ。そしてもちろんその反対の場合もあります。被害者が危険だと思うものは体に吸収されません。
I think I had this thought about the poison and like the food thing really early on when I was just trying to think about what could damage her, and when I saw that part in her addendum, I was like, oh, okay, that'll be probably relevant.
何が？
被害者は食事を危険だと思ったんでしょう。
餓死ということね。
そんな！
被害者に食事に対する恐怖が生まれた瞬間から被害者のスキルは食事自体を脅威と選別して断ち切り始めたんです。被害者が生きるために無理やり食事をとってもその栄養はスキルによって全て断ち切られて体への栄養供給が不可能になってしまったんです。
Oh, she still was able to eat her food, but it couldn't digest it.
そのせいで体調が悪くなっても被害者の頭の中はすでに毒に対する疑念でいっぱいになっていました。死に近づくにつれ食事に対する恐怖はむしろどんどん大きくなっていったでしょう。死の瞬間まで。ある時点からこの流れはもう避けられないものになっていました。悲しい話ですが。
Reference like, I'll leave this to you, no?
それは俺がロジャー君に警告した時からなのか。
Man, I do kind of wish they gave Elroy a few more sprites because his portrait is one where he looks very like happy, he's very chill, but it's very clear that he's kind of suffering.
そうです。
Everything was preordained, kind of, not really. Logical. So, he does have the ability to use his skill again in like tomorrow. I wonder if he's gonna do it again.
エルロイさん。
大丈夫さ。こういうことは初めてでもないし。
He tried his best. He already, because he's already experienced this type of thing, he's like, yeah, sometimes you can't change fate. I guess he of all people kind of know that.
いつもこうだったよ。俺がスキルを使って何かを変えようとすると、いつも事態が大きくなるんだ。初めてこのスキルを自覚した時は、神様にでもなった気分だったよ。管理局の連中から逃げ回る時も、映画の主人公になったようで楽しかった。だけど、いくら時間という概念からある程度自由になったとしても、所詮、人一人にできることには限度がある。
Oh, that's actually really sucks.
何かをもっと良くしようとするには、ただ結果を知っているだけじゃダメなんだ。結局俺にできるのは、世の中をもっとひどくすることだけだ。
I don't think that's true, but all of his experience so far have just led to a worse result. So I want to say it's confirmation bias, but at the very least, I mean, he would know the most because he has that power.
俺はそんな怪物だよ。どうしてここに閉じ込められることになったのかを忘れて、また余計なことをしてしまった。結局ロジャー君をより苦しめてしまったんだな。
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it's like, you said you made it worse, but she did get to live a few more days, but when you phrase it like that, her last, like, instead of just kind of dying without feeling pain because, you know, painkillers and like ODing, you made her starve, and that is like one of the worst ways to die from what I understand. 'Cause it's really slow.
あなたが干渉したことで被害者がより苦しむ結果になったかどうかは私たちには知る由もありません。もちろんあなたの言葉が正しい可能性もあります。そんなことはありませんなどと私が言ってもそれも根拠のない推測に過ぎません。私たちは捜査官です。私たちが信じるのは検証を経て手にした真実だけです。私は被害者があなたの干渉によって4日も長く生きたという真実だけを信じます。
Yeah, it really depends on your frame of mind
あなたも
and your view on life.
その真実だけを抱いて生きましょう。
I think that's the thing. It's like Elroy said, I can only make the world worse, but I think it's just because he views himself as failing in every attempt. But there are ways that if you want to, you could view it as something better.
はい。
Oh man, I actually...
ブラザ
Oh man, I didn't expect to get so close to this dude. I really realized I'm kind of liking him.
はい。
ー、いい女性を捕まえたんだな。
僕、さっきも言おうとしたんですが、チーム長とはそういう中では。
Oh, did something happen in the other timeline?
そうなのか？俺の目には違って見えるが、あまり優柔不断な振る舞いはしない方がいいぞ。君には過ぎた時間は振り返ることしかできないんだから。
This ended up like ending so much quicker than I
何かを
thought.
変えるためには自分から何か行動を起こさないと。すぐに消えるメッセージだけじゃ足りないぞ。
An easily erased message just won't cut it.
それじゃあ、ありがとう。時間を巻き戻さなくてもまた会えるといいな。
Yeah, let's I wonder when they'll let me down back here again.
さようなら、ブラザー。
君が言うと変な感じだな。
Oh man. Shit. Guess that's the end. Holy crap, I was actually booted to another safe spot. Burrow underground area. So there's actually gonna be more. Oh, are we gonna get 2 more choices now?
2人ともお疲れ様。ここで管理官が戻ってくるのを待てばいいんでしょ。
エルロイは被害者を救おうとしていた。しかしそれが結果的に被害者の命を奪ったのか。
I'm like wondering what this can split up into, because we kind of, it feels like we've really solved the case. I mean, I guess there's still Doug, but I guess now that we're kind of leaving the facility, there's still Herman. And I guess maybe the choice is, like, who did we throw under the bus? Did we throw Barafin or we throw Elroy?
偶然が生み出したすれ違いによる悲劇だな。
偶然とは言っても、エルロイさんはこの重荷をずっと背負って生きていくんだろう。せめて重い処罰が下されないように管理官を説得できればいいのに。偶然だったのか。
There's even more now. I can't really think of what else. The thing is, we've already went through Barafin. We've already went through Elroy. The only person left is Doug. Are you saying this 9-year-old child was actually a psychopath? I can't, like, I want to take a look. What else, what other evidence has not really been used too much? Honestly, the only thing I can think of was actually one of my earlier theories, because right now it seems like Mithril Rugger has no past. I feel like that's gonna be important. There are no records of her from before she entered the facility. So, is it going to actually be that Doug's role in this is that he made Mytho Rugger? But in that case, it's not really, I mean, it's freaking wild, but it's not a crime, is it? Because it sounds like he just made a friend. I guess we'll keep going.
バニー、どうしたの？
いえ、ちょっと既視感が。
Have you been to this place before?
この事件、なぜか知っているような気がして。
Oh shit.
多分。
あ、そういえば私もずっと気になっていることがあった。被害者はどうして監視官に事情を説明しなかったの？ M も被害者に死んでほしくはなかっただろうし、言えば助けてくれたんじゃない？
That's a good point.
いえ、
But
そうもいかなかったと思
with
う。
Barefin's skill, she was already like, no, what are you talking about? This is exactly how you need to eat. Now eat.
ノート、何か言いたいことがあるの？
録音データを印刷して同意
Oh.
または否定したい言葉を選ぼう。
Oh. So the first choice, well, we actually have two choices here. The first choice is, do you want to just end the case or talk to Elroy? And the second choice is this. We have to refute and or agree with one of the statements here. So you print it out. Why didn't the cabinet secretary explain her situation to the victim? I feel like I've lived through this. Probably my imagination though. This one's really weird. I think the first one I'm gonna do is this, just because I feel like I understand this one a little bit more. I am not 100% on this, but maybe. Never mind. I wrote support instead of oppose. I don't know why I did that, so it's probably still this. Yeah. I messed up.
テナさん、さっき言っていたことは間違っています。被害者は M さんに助けを求めたと思います。しかし M さんは被害者の言葉を全く理解できなかったんです。ベリフィンさんのスキルに支配されていたから。ご存知だと思いますが、ベリフィンさんのスキルは信じさせた内容を対象が疑うこと自体できなくしてしまいます。被害者がどんなに自分の身が危険なのかを説明しても M さんはベリフィンさんの計画を理解できません。 M さん自身がその計画の一部だったからです。
いや、それはありえなくない？ベリフィンは被害者を殺してないって言ってるのに。い
や、だからそうだった。テナさんもベリフィンさんのスキルに支配された状態だった。
ベリフィンさんが被害者を殺そうとしたという発想自体ができなくなる。
I'll just say that your brain is too small for this. Okay.
テナがこの事件を完全に理解するのは永遠に不可能でしょうね。
そうなの？なんだか残念。
Gosh darn it.
残念がらなくていいわ。結果的にはテナがスキルにかかったのが捜査の役に立ったから。
That is true.
名誉の負傷みたいなものだな。
そうなのかな。
I still can't believe they would arrest a 200-year-old
お待たせしました。
veteran.
あ、M さん。
私も来たぞ。
Oh wait, is this the same? Oh no,
え
it's not
え、
exactly
見
the
ればわ
same.
かります。
今から皆さんを地上に復帰させます。
Wait, it is the same.
でもまだ事件の全貌について説明をしていませんが。
管理官はスフォークを通して君たちの推理を
I
全
can't
て
skip
聞いてい
this.
たそうだ。
Alright, I'm just gonna skip until I find something different.
悪くない。私たちを何事もなく解放してくれた。
とりあえずは
ええ、本当に
やだ。
管理官、
Oh,
ま
shit.
だ
Oh
聞いて
shit,
いらっしゃい
never
ますか？
mind. You know what? I'm keeping all of it in. He's like, wait, bitch, I'm not done yet.
おい、何を。なんだ。
エルロイさんとベリフィンさんの処罰はどうなりますか？
特別に教えてやろう。ベリフィンには何の処罰も下されない。私たちが彼女を殺さないという事実を本人が知っているからだ。
Does that mean Elroy's gonna get
苦
killed?
痛を与えるより、殺人に対する戒めを呼び起こし、自責の念を刺激する方が、事件の再発を防ぐのに有効だろう。
Don't you feel bad? And that's
そ
it.
して、 エルロイには重い処罰を持続的に与える。
That's not fair.
どうして？
ケース、声を落としたまえ。消されたくなければ。
So, what's Herman's ability gonna be? Everyone's so freaking terrified of him.
どうしてですか？ずっと聞いていたのなら、エルロイさんに罪がないことはご存知のはずでしょう。
そのものに罪があるか、それは重要ではない。最初に言っただろう。捜査の目的はこの施設の改善と事件の再発防止だ。
I mean, by this logic, then Barafin literally killed one of them, so she's more dangerous. But I guess to them, Barafin's more useful.
エルロイはミスリルの死に責任を感じている。さらに彼はこの類の出来事に対してトラウマを抱えている。今のような閉鎖的環境に置かれていると自殺を図る可能性が高い。
Oh, it's never mind. It's like, we don't want him to die because we still want him, but we're gonna physically stop him from committing suicide.
だから憎しみの矛先をエルロイ自身から管理局に向けさせるのが効果的だ。
Oh my god, that's so fucked up.
その方がエルロイをより安全に管理できる。
何が正しいかどうかなんて関心もないんですね。
善悪は生き残った後に論じるテーマだ。私たちの世界はこの瞬間に消えてもおかしくないほどに不安定だ。ノートリックケース、君もこの組織の一員なら覚えておきたまえ。管理局は人類の生存のために存在するということ。
Damn, fuck. Now the other ending seems so much better because we didn't have to subject Elroy. Like, Barafin wasn't gonna get punished at all anyways. But now we just gave Elroy... Oh, sorry. Barafin was not gonna get punished, but now we just gave Elroy, like, eternal
お先
suffering.
に失礼します。
Okay, so what was the line before this? I'm well aware. I'm well aware.
ああ、今日はありがとうな、ノート。
いえ、こちらこそありがとうございました。皆さん、また明日お会いしましょう。
Oh wow, wait, this is the bad one. I mean, of course, because everyone fucking, suffered. But this is the quote-unquote bad ending, so... wow, okay, yeah, nice. I get to experience a longer one again. Later.
いくら巨大な力を持ったとしても、一人では立ち向かえない存在がある。
Are you talking about you versus Bureau or Elroy versus Time?
ベルフィンが管理局に立ち向かうことを諦め、被害者を標的にしたように、
I feel like this is slightly
運
different.
命を変えようとしたエルロイさんの努力は、結局被害者をまた死なせることになった。まるで文章に書かれていたかのように、成功に仕組まれた悲劇。これは運命に立ち向かおうとした者に課せられる代償なのか。もし
Man, this sucks.
そうじゃなかったとしたら。
Okay, so once again, return to the branching path. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to do something with reference statement, because Brian's statement is not very useful, and we already opposed Athena's statement. So her statement was, I have a weird sense of deja vu. But how? I'm gonna have to reread some of the stuff. So first, her statement is, I feel like I've lived through this case before, probably my imagination. It's probably a support. So I'm wondering about Doug, right? I'm wondering if he made Rugger with his ability and Rugger died, but because Rugger was a construct made from his ability, would it result in nobody having any whatchamacallit? Any liability? Like, I wonder if anyone will get punished after that. But how can I make it so that it seems like how do I make it how do I connect to that? It's definitely gonna connect back to Doug. I'm reading his thing. Is like, I always wanted to be a suspect in this case, so technically, like, he got what he wanted. He ended up being a suspect of a case. Oh, fuck. Is this what reference referring to? I'm trying to look for all things Doug related because I feel like we're done with Verafin and we're done with Elroy. And he said the twist about his attempts at saving the victim, actually killing her, was just the best. So cool. Is that gonna be it? Oh. Oh man.
偶然じゃない。
Oh, I'm getting shivers because what I called when I heard about his power, like called out that he may have made the victim. Oh, this might be true. Oh.
うん
何を言っているのノット。
エルロイさんは被害者を助けようとしたのに、それがむしろあだとなって被害者の命を奪うことになった。これが本当に偶然で片付けられるでしょうか？
ノット、何を言っているのか全然わからないわ。
この事件、偶然に起きたことじゃありません。
それなら何だと言うんだ。まさかこの全てを計画した者がいるっていうのか。
There are no such thing as coincidences.
いえ、計画だなんてもっとありえないことです。
それじゃあ何計画したんじゃないなら結局偶然ってことじゃん。
Oh man, because Doug's power is so, like, I keep saying Barafin's overpowered, but Doug's power is so wild. Like, he has the potential to be way stronger than Barafin's, but he would not really know how to use it. Oh man, because it basically, he creates an object and things react to reality. Reality doesn't change, but everyone's memories change to react to that object. But in a way, he's able to kind of manipulate people, or not just manipulate people, but kind of get what he wants, because everyone's perception will be changed to fit whatever he creates, which is something that he could want, but he doesn't even know it, so he just kind of gets what he wants.
違います。偶然というにはこの事件はあまりにも似ています。
It's weird. It's not a coincidence, nor is it planned. It was just a wish.
この読書感想文と。
ノート、今日はもう帰って休みなさい。
I'm not done yet.
チーム長、僕は本気で言っているんです。
We're gonna get that kid.
本気で言っているみたいだから心配なの。ノート、あなたはもう新人じゃない。小説に描かれる犯罪というのは空想の中にだけ存在しているの。
But someone has the ability to turn fiction into reality.
作品の中の殺人事件が現実にはいないわ。
Oh shit, she faltered.
いいえ、います。チーム長も思い浮かんだんですよね。その人の陳述が。
Shit, man, that's so wild. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be that one statement. It's gonna be like, oh man, I love dead bodies. It's the, I've always wanted to be a suspect of a case. Copycat killer statement 8. Mystery solved.
ダグラス・タッチストーン。ダグと呼ばれていた子を覚えていますよね。
I do kind of hate the fact that I'm kind of meta my way out of this because I'm kind of like, all right, we're thematically done with this character's story, and then I'm like, we're thematically done with this character's story, so this person's left. That's how I figured out the second case. I was like, all right, we kind of figured out Lisa's part, and then we figured out Nine Beck's part, so the only part left is Hawes's part. And I'm kind of doing the same thing here, where it's like, we're done with Barafin, we're done with Elroy, it must be Doug. Originally, I thought maybe one of the other parties, like Mari. Actually, my main suspect when we started the case was Mari or Herman, but I felt like because Herman feels like kind of like a final boss thing, I thought maybe it would be his subordinate, which would be Mari. But then once we heard Mari say, "Oh yeah, the drugs, the painkillers, I gave them to her because I was basically already under Barafin's control." At that point, I kind of wrote her out in my mind, and then I thought, okay, it must be Barafin, but that's only the first part, so therefore it must be Elroy or Doug. And after that, I thought, well, we don't know much about Doug or Elroy, but for Elroy, we know that he can time travel and he has a lot of experience. So I was basing my thoughts off that, and now we're done with him. It's Doug. Sorry, I keep yapping, but like my thought process going through this case is going like haywire.
どうしてその子の名前が出てくるんだ？
そういえば
ダグははっきりとこう言ってました。いつか事件の容疑者になってみたかったと。それからチーム長も言っていましたよね。幼いステッパーは自分の意思と関係なくスキルを使ってしまう場合があると。
そうね。だけどダグがスキルを発動したとしてもダグのスキルは物体を作り出すことよ。小説を現実にするんじゃなくて。
それにダグは今月スキルを一度しか使っていない。
I wonder if that's when he made the room, but this person was probably made like a month before because there are records of her being here at the end of October.
あの子は23日前にスキルを使って休憩室を作り出した。たとえダグが事件に関与する手段を持っていたとしても、スキルをもう一度使わない限り実際に関与したと考えるのは難しい。
まあいくら幼いとはいえそんなことするわけないでしょ。いくらノートでもこれはちょっと。
Wait a second, actually. We're assuming that he made the room 23 days ago, but we have traces of. Wait, I need to look back at the trace photo. We have traces of 30 days earlier. So maybe the room came first, but then again, we also have evidence in the addendum that she was transported here on this date. So no, I think her body came first and then the room, but the room timeline doesn't really match up, so I am a bit confused.
ノート？
さっき確実に間違った発言が一つあった。その発言と発言に矛盾している痕跡、その二つを指摘しよ
う。I have to say objection to one of your statements. Alright, so it's print out. Even for you, note this is pushing it. Use a skill to create a lounge 23 days ago. Doug is able to create objects. He can't make the stuff in. So it's definitely not Thena's this time. It's either, I think it might be Brian's because of the thing I just pointed out. Yeah. If it's not, then okay, yeah. So the room was made beforehand.
さっきの発言は間違っています。
ごめん。
ブリアンさんの発言です。
ああ、今回は僕だったか。
sorry.
あれまた私だとばっかり。
二人とも指摘されるのが当たり前になってきたわね。
しかし、ダグがスキルを使ったのは間違いなく一度だけのはずだ。追加でスキルを使ったとすれば。
ええ。ダグは確実にスキルを一度しか使いませんでした。間違いと言ったのは、その一度のスキルで作り出した物体です。
どういうことだ？
でもダグがスキルで休憩室を作り出したから2つの部屋がつながった奇妙な作りになったんでしょ？
はい、あの時はそんな推論をしていました。ですが休憩室が23日前に作られたのならあってはならないものが残されているんです。
I guess if that were the case, my question is, once again, the addendum for Rugger. It says she was transported here on 10/15. There are no records of her from before that time, but that implies that there are records effective 10/15. I mean, it could still match up in the timeline. She could have been made on 10/15, and then the room could have been made later, and then he could have used his skill a third time during this schedule. Actually, yeah, that time matches up pretty well.
ブリア、痕跡写真。
はい。どうぞ。
呆れるわね。まさかあのデタラメとも思えた
I
推
completely
理
forgot about that
現
before.
実性を帯びてくるなんて。
床に残っているベリフィンさんの足跡、30日前にできたんですよね。
どこ？あ、本当だ。
間違いない。その足跡は確実に30日以上前の色を帯びていた。
Yeah, so Barafin came into this room 30 days ago. I think Rucker would have to have, I'm really taking some leaps in logics, but I really do think that Rucker was created by Doug's skill. But that means that the time we don't, according to my logic, Rucker was made and then the room was made and then Doug used her skill one more time on the first, but I have no idea what he made on that day. That's where I'm currently at the moment.
ダグが作り出したのは休憩室じゃなかったのね。それならダグが23日前にノート一体。
Oh shit, we got a new song.
個人スペースと休憩室がつながった変わった構造。しかし休憩室はスキルで生み出された物体じゃなかった。推理小説の登場人物になる。それをダグが望み、無意識に実現させてしまったとすれば。
Oh, the music's going in. At first, it had the bells and everything, making it seem like it's like some creepy dollhouse kind of shit.
ダグが作り出した物体とは。
Oh, we got a new hexa. All right. So, I think it's gonna be this. It's gonna be kind of weird because it would be saying that he made this person. Maybe it's a. I don't really know all the cases. Oh, this is an explanation why Rugger only has one book with Prince. Yet there are a few traces of left on them. Was our victim a stickler for cleanliness? Probably that one. Mystery novel, drug fridge, expensive stuff. Trace of someone writing and breathing on the glass to communicate with the victim. I don't know what the drug fridge will have anything to do with it. No choice but to send Mithril a message in secret. Mithril is a mysterious chick who never talked about herself. I think it might be that. I'm kind of iffy on this one. Like, I have an idea, but I don't have all the pieces. Yeah. Like, this one, it could be drawer because of it not being used for over a month. And signs of it could be signs of trauma. I'll try this out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 match correctly. Okay, is it corpse? I think it is. It might be the drawer, actually. This should turn into a 4. Yeah. Maybe it's the fact that the fridge is stocked with expensive food and no one's eating it because it was just made? No, that doesn't seem like... That is... Okay, no, this is the issue. Oh, it's the one book touched by the victim. Yeah, I had that thought before. I don't know why I forgot to follow up with that. Is because there's basically no traces that this person actually lived here. Boom. Wow. That actually kind of matched with the music pretty well. Oh fuck, the music's giving me shivers.
ひらめいた。
ひらめいた。
何が言いたいの？
チーム長、覚えていますか？ここに入ってくるとき、こう言いましたよね。今から見るものに常識を求めないようにと。
そうだったわね。
休憩室はダグのスキルとは関係なく元からあったものでしょう。でも個人スペースとつながっているのは不自然としか言いようがありません。
Oh my god. Oh, we had this backwards. Oh, he didn't make the lounge, he made the other half. Oh, so that would actually stay consistent. It still kind of bothers me about the thing about the victim not having, theoretically having records from 10-15 onwards, but I guess we'll keep going.
現実にそんな作りをしていたため、被害者は他のオッペンハイマーたちと接点が生まれてしまいました。ガラスの壁を通して被害者の姿が丸見えだったので、ベリフィンさんは被害者を殺す計画を立てられました。エルロイさんも被害者と全く面識がない関係だったらスキルを使ってまで助けようとはしなかったかもしれません。この建物の構造はまるで この事件を起こすために作られたように思えませんか？
Yeah, he didn't make Rugger, he made a victim. And in order for that to basically the wording there is him making a victim basically made it so that people knew that so it made it so that Barafin would aim for her, but also made it so that Elroy would get close to her and try to save her.
しかし休憩室は元からその場所にありました。だとすれば作られたのは何でしょうか？
ノート、一体何を言っているの？
スキルで作られたのは休憩室の隣、被害者の部屋、いえ、事件現場です。
He didn't create a sorry, I was wrong. He didn't create a victim. He created a crime. And the reality basically, or everyone's perception was warped so that it would fit that narrative, so that it would people would commit the crime.
いやちょっとよくわからないんだけど。
It's okay, Athena, you never understand.
事件現場は被害者が元から暮らしていた場所でしょ。それがスキルで作られたってありえる？
ありえない。
ブリアンさん、現場に残っていた痕跡を見ていますよね。その中に23日前より古い痕跡はありましたか？
Yeah.
痕跡はきれいに掃除したら消えてしまう。それだけでは根拠にならないわ、ノート。
Okay, maybe I
考えてみれば
misunderstood
被害者に
something.
は一つ変わった特徴がありますよね。
I think I may have misunderstood this addendum. So it said Mithril Rutger was transported to this facility on 1960X 1015. There are no records of her from before that time. So they're made to believe that this person was transported to this facility, and they checked to see if she had a record beforehand, but she didn't. But at that point, they already believed that she was here. Therefore, there are no records of her coming here, but they only checked to see if there are records of her before here. That being, I think that's it. I think I misunderstood the wording of that a little bit.
ステッパーとしてではなく、人としておかしな点があります。皆さん、この文章を見れば思い出すでしょう。この管理情報を見ればわかるように、被害者はこの施設に来る前の記録が全くありません。被害者がオッペンハイマーレベルのステッパーだったことを考えると、管理局が調査をおろそかにしていたとは考えにくいです。そうですよね。
そうだな。それに管理局の力で人一人の過去を調べられなかったというのも考えにくいこと。
Yeah, it's all coming together, yeah.
本当に何もなかったんです。被害者がこの施設に来る前に残したものは、ダグがスキルで作り出したのは事件現場、そしてその中身。事件現場には必ずなければいけないものがありますよね。必ず被害者が存在しなければいけません。
ありえない。いや
Oh my god, I fucking called it!
そんなの常識的にありえないんじゃないの？
ここはオッペンハイマーを管理する施設。どんなことも信じさせる女性と未来を見てこられる男性がいる場所、そして存在していない物体と記憶を作り出す子供がいる場所。常識を求めるなんてここでは贅沢なんです。
被害者がスキルで作り出された存在だというのか。
これがオッペンハイマーが絡んだ事件なのね。
違う、これは
チーム長。
ノート、残念だったわね。
Are we gonna have to deal with Herman? That's the reason why.
はい。
The truth doesn't mean shit.
興味深い推理だったけど、残念ながら相反する手がかりがある。これ。
This is, I forgot what the number this is, 1042. They said that this was written by the victim, right?
それは
被害者の部屋の引き出しの中にあったメモよ。このメモにはかなり興味深い記憶が残っているの。
Oh.
被害者は毎晩眠る前、 このメモに線を一本ずつ引いた。ここに来て何日経ったのか、記録を残していたの。見ればわかるけど、パッと見ても30日は余裕で過ぎている。被害者はスキルで作られた存在じゃないわ。ずっと前からここにいた本当の人間ってことよ。
But couldn't that actually? I don't think the memories of Redfin would be affected in this case because she's, yeah. But in that case, he can still make the person with his staff before that one incident. He just made the crime scene during that when he last used his staff.
なんだ、びっくりしたじゃん。そんなのがあったんならもっと早く出しなよ。
それでも良かったです。本当に被害者が作られた存在なら、なぜ捜査を進めたのか疑問を抱くところでした。
ごめん。ノートの推理が興味深くて。
チーム長、知らないはずがないのに。
I mean, could that also have been part of the crime scene that was made?
被害者の部屋、引き出しにあったメモ、その矛盾を。
It said that she hasn't touched the drawer in a month, if I recall correctly. I think that's gonna be it. So, I think Redfin is trying to protect the child because the child, although he might be responsible for all this, everything was technically an accident because he's not even aware of him using his skill. So it's like really weird. So memory survey, victim's room, drawer, no memory of it being open for over a month. A memo that shouldn't exist, and the drawer.
チーム長、どうして知らないふりをするんですか？
何を言っているの？
そのメモが入っていた被害者の引き出しには一つおかしな点がありました。引き出しを使った記憶が一つも残っていなかったんです。だからそのメモを被害者が書いたということはありえません。これはチーム長が自ら調査した内容じゃないですか。そのメモは作られた時から40本以上線が引かれていたんです。ダグのスキルで作られた事件現場の一部でもともと書かれてあったんです。
勘違いしたわ。もう一度引き出しを調べに行きましょう。多分使った記憶が残っていると思う。
He's trying to save that child because he doesn't.
あの引き出しには何も残っていません。チーム長の調査が間違っているはずがありませんから。
ノート、私への評価と推理は別よ。論理的思考の邪魔になるだけ。
チーム長はいつも勝手に一人で動いて雲をつかむような話ばかりしますが、誰よりも真摯に調査に取り組む人です。
Answer me no. Is this a step ladder or a ladder? It's very important.
表には出さないですが、誰よりも傷ついた人たちの気持ちを察しています。だから僕はチーム長を、その引き出しには何の痕跡も残されていません。それが僕の論理的判断です。
ノート。
Oh man, he's saying my proof is that I have absolute trust in your investigative skills. And you're going back on your investigation now. I know you would have done a proper job before. So right now you're trying to change something that you know is already like
ど
confirmed.
うしてよりによって今日この瞬間にそんなことを言うのね。
Oh, it's the Redfin story time. But first, logical.
それじゃあ何？ノートの推理が合ってるってこと？
I don't know if it's just me or just because of the mood. Redfin looks like more soulless now. Like, damn it, Lloyd. Why? Why'd I say Lloyd? Damn it, no. Why?
ということは、そのメモに記憶が残っているというのは。
It's a lie.
チーム長、どうして嘘をついたんですか？
私も聞きたいな。
Ah, shit. The spork is upside down.
管理官。
知っていたのか。
申し訳ありませんが、何をおっしゃっているのかわかりません。
そうか、くだらん質問だったな。当然2年前のあの事件の時に知ったんだろう。
It's obvious he found out the truth during the incident 2 years ago. So that was the thing that we talked about at the beginning of the chapter.
この事件の真相は
I don't know how this has to relate to 2 years ago.
分かっている。スフォークを通して聞いていたからな。素晴らしかった。4人全員。今回は管理局が借りを作ったな。感謝する。
まさか
Whoa.
普通に褒められるなんて。
This dick is actually saying something nice for once, but Redfin... I think the fact that Redfin tried to hide something is going to completely fuck her over because he's like, I know you tried to alter the truth.
ここにはオッペンハイマーが4人しかいないから、私がいなくても管理できるだろうと思ったのが間違いだった。監視官。
はい。
再教育後、君は他の施設に転属となる。すぐに手続きを行うように。
はい、わかりました。
よし。それではダグラスタッチストーンを連行しろ。信仰があった君に任せるのが安全だろう。
わかりました。
管理官、ダグの責任を問うお考えですか？
これからが心配だな。
はい。
今重要なのは責任などではない。君たちの捜査もこの施設も。その目的は懲罰ではなく管理だ。
I really thought that the endings was gonna be like truth or this safety. But so far every choice we've had the opportunity to make, it was always like we disregard the truth, but at the end the result is gonna be the same. It doesn't matter what the truth is. It's almost mainly for us. The end result is we're gonna have to keep this ward safe.
責任を問うなら、罪のない者たちを監禁するよう命じた私が追及されるべきだろう。
その辺わきまえてはいるんだな。じゃあダグを連行する理由は？
格上げだ。
管理官、説明される必要は？
He's gonna be promoted. They're gonna... they're like, we're gonna use him. He's very powerful, but we can use him.
また私の言葉を遮るようなら殺すぞ。
チーム長？
格上げというのはどういう意味ですか？
タッチストーンのスキルは使用者の意思とは関係なくオッペンハイマーレベルのステッパーを作り出した。ただ事件の仕掛けのためにオッペンハイマーレベルの被害者が必要だったというだけで。
Oh man, yeah. He not only created people, he created an Oppenheimer. So he created something that could have potentially been greater than himself.
この危険度はオッペンハイマーの範疇を超えている。
Yeah. So, yeah. If someone is able to create many Oppenheimers, it should be beyond Oppenheimer.
それでは格上げというのは
オッペンハイマーよりもっと高いレベル？
no. Sorry, when he said
聞いたこ
promoted,
とないけど。
I thought it was like we're going to make it so that he's working for us, but no, it's like we're promoting his rank to the highest possible level so that he'll have no free will ever from now on. Oh, that is so they're basically saying this child cannot be let out ever. He cannot have a will, because if they have a will, then that is gonna activate their staff, and that has potentials to like completely fuck everything up.
まさかチーム長が隠そうとしていたのって。
Yeah, that's what Redfin was trying to do. She's trying to protect the child from being quote unquote promoted, being seen as an even greater threat, and then being I guess punished, for lack of better
世界
words.
の存亡に関わる危険要素。ノア。マナ業種危険レベルの中で最高のレベルだ。
Oh shit. Oh, it's white. I forgot if I said what color I thought it was gonna be, but he is the white rank, a Noah. Yeah, I was thinking like what kind of weapon, like physical weapon that we are aware of that could fucking even surpass a literal nuke, the atomic bomb. And he's like, yeah, we're not even gonna stay in reality anymore. Or, well, we're gonna go into the myth. He is a Noah, a being that is very, very related to an event that basically wiped out the entire world, or could wipe out the entire world, the Great Flood.
最高レベル。
ノア。
一瞬で世界を破壊する力を持った存在。それが実在するという確信を世界が持てば、秩序は崩壊してしまうだろう。地下の中でもノアの存在を知っている者はごく一部に限られる。許可を受けていない人間がこの情報に接触したら即座に処刑だ。だが今回は捜査の功績に鑑みて特別に見逃すことにしよう。
Did you have to open your mouth? I don't know if I wanted to know this.
それじゃあダグはノアレベルになったせいで一段階厳しい管理施設に連行されるんでしょうか。
I think it might straight up be execution.
ひとまずはそうだ。
Oh, okay.
ひとまずは
最大1週間集中的に観察し、最も安全と思われる方法
Dispose of
で
him.
処理する。
処理。
殺すの？何の罪もない子をこんなアリの巣に閉じ込めるどころか殺すって？
やめろ。気持ちはわかるが。
Damn. Oh, this is even more tragic. The victim is gone, but now I was wondering what the punishment would be since the victim never existed. But it wasn't a punishment for murder. Now it's a punishment for using the skill, using his skill in a way that is deemed dangerous.
君の怒りは妥当だ。テナヘルベです。君は保護観察チームにいた当時、同僚の死を何度も経験したそうだな。
She got all dark.
悪人を許さないという思想はそこが起点だろう。悪をなくして社会を良くする。君にとってその行為は明らかな善だろうが、それは万人の善なのか。万人のための善というものは存在するのか。
何言ってんの？
何なんだこの人。
Oh man, now I understand why Redfin was like, yeah, there is no rank above Oppenheimer because the people that get put into that rank die. There is no rank beyond that, so there's nobody in that rank, so there might as well not be that rank. Oh fuck.
世界が線路に縛られている。別の線路にはダグラスタッチストーンが縛られている。正面からは止まることのできないトロッコが迫ってくる。
Oh my god, it's the fucking trolley problem.
レバーを引いて別の線路へトロッコを進める私の行動は明らかな悪だろう。ならば何もしないでいることは善なのか。
I will pull that trolley all day, every day.
トロッコに引かれて崩壊する世界を見ることになって、それが善だと言えるのか。善の仮面をかぶったただの傍観者ではないか。不確かな善の代わりに私は確実な生存を選ぶ。正当化などしない。私は自分が何をしているかをはっきり自覚しているからだ。確かなのはあの子が一瞬でも世界を恨めばその瞬間に全てが終わる。君たちはどうだ。生きていて一度も絶望した瞬間はなかったのか。明日が来なければいいと思ったことは一度もないのか。
Oh man. The moment I heard this guy's skill, this boy, I was like, this guy sounds broken as fuck. So broken. Honestly, I feel like Barafin also has a skill that kind of, I wouldn't say, it could potentially rival it because just one message, one word, one thing can make it so that people listen to her unconditionally, and she puts that in a way that can be presented to anyone. Hey, if she were in modern day, she can make a viral video. Whoa! And suddenly everyone would listen to her. I think that's like comparable, but yeah, you can't deny the absolute brokenness of Doug's staff.
ここには線路を切り替えない者がいても切り替わった線路を元に戻す者はいないようだが、一人を除いては。
探偵のお兄ちゃん。
Oh.
よりに
Dina's like, oh my fucking god, what do we do?
犯人は見つかりましたか？
Kinda.
どうしてここを通り抜けていくんだ。
犯人はもう捕まったわよ。あなたが協力してくれてとても役に立ったわ。
本当ですか？よかった。後でミスリルお姉ちゃんに自慢しなきゃ。
Oh my god!
さあ、きっと喜ぶわ。
僕、ちょっと出かけなきゃいけないみたいなんです。だから戻ってきたら約束した通りどんな事件を解決したのか教えてください。
Oh my god!
いってらっしゃい。
行ってきます。また会いましょう。
Yeah. See you later, staffer boy.
管理官、私たちはそろそろ戻ってもいいでしょうか。
そうだな。案内役を呼んである。
ノート、目をつむって戻りましょう。
僕がここに来た理由は。
This case closed. Oh man. Fuck.
メダン。
Oh, is this do it again? Oh, damn.
モロエルロイに専任監査官をつけるように。小説の内容が再現されているとしたら、自殺を図る可能性が高い。
わかりました。ノートリックケースは期待していた通りでしたか。
Oh, he was the other person that wanted Notrick.
まだ未熟だが。しかし、そうだな。期待通りだった。短時間で私たちが把握していた事件の顛末、それ以上を明らかにしたのだから。
Oh my god. It's oh my fucking god. This wasn't even he didn't hire us here, bring us here to solve the case. He did that to test us. He did that to test Note. See how far he can go. They already knew that Barafin was the one who poisoned the stuff. They already knew that Elroy or probably tried to change the future, but they didn't know about Noah. So we surpassed their expectations.
それでは、前にお話ししたことは。
現職の捜査課長とは話がついている。今の業務が終わったらすぐに準備しろ。
相変わらず、仕事が早いですね。
言うまでもない話はするな。時間の無駄だ。これで4人目か。そろそろ危険レベルの名称を決めないとな。
You got our fourth person now and a threat level. Are they putting a threat level on Note?
人間が本来持っている力。その中で一つの分野に秀でた力を持つ超人。超能力者のような輝きはないが、それでもそれ以上の存在感を持つ者たち。巨人に立ち向かった羊飼いの名前から取ろう。
David?
危険レベルダビデのステッパーケース。
So damn. I don't even know how to interpret this because like I don't know. It's the shepherd who stood up against the giants, David versus Goliath. But they're calling him a staffer. They're saying that this is someone who can stand up against all odds and succeed. But how is that like what? How does that? How do you compare that to a threat? Is that higher than Esteen? Is that higher than Oppenheimer? Or is that even higher than Noah? I don't know.
彼はプロジェクトに絶対に必要だ。
It feels weird because it's like Noah's we have to destroy. But David we must bring on board. Alright.
いやー、今日はご苦労だったね、ケース捜査官。
And I mean, I don't really know what his staff is. It just seems like he has an extraordinary mind. And what are they going to call his skill? Like superhuman processing? Like, what is it? He can solve anything? Is that what his skill is going to be? But now he really is Staffer Case. Yeah, don't think I didn't notice that.
それを言うために呼び出したのなら、そろそろ失礼させていただきま
Yeah,
す。
fuck you, Chief. I'm leaving.
冷たいな。先輩たちの真似でもしているつもりか？
やっと、課長がどんな人なのか分かっただけです。
君は私のことを嫌っているかもしれないが、私は君のことが好きなんだがな。
And I don't care.
誰よりも賢いが、同時に利用されやすく間抜けだ。そして何より、私と同じ平凡な人間だ。他の奴らとは違って。
それはどういう意味ですか？
知っているだろう？
チーム長も、ブリアンさんも、テナさんも、みんな平凡な人間ですよ。
間抜けだな。今日みたいなことがあっても、君は結局本質が見れないんだな。どうしてベリフィンが被害者を殺そうとしたと？どうしてエルロイはよく知りもしない被害者を助けようとしたと？管理局への恨みや道徳観念など表面的な理由に過ぎない。その本質は彼らがステッパーだからだ。
なんですって？
ステッパーたちは特別だ。思い切り人間の領域を超えているから社会の範疇に収まっていられない。自分のスキルを使ってひときわ目立つ何かを成し遂げようとしてしまう。だからステッパーが関わっている事件はいつも複雑に絡み合っているんだ。
ステッパーでもないのに、まるでその人たちの気持ちが分かっているように話すんですね。
仮にそれが私でも、私が知っている誰かでも同じようにするだろうからな。人間はそういう合理化をしたがる生き物なんだよ。
Isn't that contradiction? You're like, I understand staffers because I and every other normal person would do what the staffers are doing if they were in their shoes. But that also means that staffers are the same as people, just that they're in a different position.
君たちをここに呼んだのは私だから。最後に一つだけ忠告をしておこう。
最後、いなくなる人みたいに話しますね。
見え見えだったかな。ま、明日になれば自然とわかることだよ。
Oh man.
私の忠告を覚えておくよ。君は十分高いところにたどり着ける人材だ。
なんとかと煙は高いところに登りたがるって言いますよね。課長の言葉の中でただ一つ共感できることがありました。正しい正しくないにかかわらず特別な存在でした。
そろそろ戻っていいぞ。それとレッドフィンズチーム長に課長室に来るよう伝えてくれ。あとの2人もまだ退勤しないようにと。
どこに行かれるのかは分かりませんが、これからのますますの活躍をお祈りします。課長。
ああ。これでお別れだ。
Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna have to be solving the chief's death next chapter. I feel like that might be it. Hush.
戻りました。
課長に何か言われた？
大した話はしませんでした。でもチーム長のことを呼んでいましたよ。あと
This is the same as the other part.
多分今日から君を監視する人間が来るだろう。
Yes,
誤
well, at
解
least
を
just
生む
that
ような
part.
行動は慎むように。
This is the guy with the black outfit.
監視ですか？
最高レベルノアは地下の職員ですらほとんどが知らされていないトップシークレットの情報だ。管理官は万が一にもその情報が流出しないように手を打つだろう。これからは僕たちの一挙手一投足に管理局が目を光らせることになる。むしろこの建物の中にいる時が一番自由だろう。
Yeah, that is true.
どうして管理官は私たちにそんな情報を教えたのかな。私たちはただの実験用の弱小部署なのに。
さあな。
だから チーム長はノアのことを僕たちに隠そうとしたんですね。もし僕が
What are you
ノート
thinking?
そんなこ
What
と
are
は
you
考えないで
thinking?
はい
The more you think, the more they might be trying to kill
あの
you.
お先に失礼します。
そうか、今日はありがとうな、ノート。僕たちは君に救われたよ。
Did we? I don't know if we did. Actually, no. No, if Note didn't solve the case in the first place, they probably would have been disposed of. Alright, man. Phenomenon Bureau, London Branch, 4th floor balcony. It's nighttime this time, and it's not foggy as fuck.
戻って休めって言わなかったかしら。
今日は霧がありません。ここに来るときはいつも霧が濃く立ち込めていたのに。あそこに見えていた塔みたいな建物、教会だったんですね。僕は勝手にビッグベンだと思っていました。実はビッグベンがどんな見た目なのかよく知らなくて。
You've been in London for how long? You don't know what Big Ben looks
そう
like?
思うことにしていたんです。知りたくなかった。チーム長が言った通り、霧がないとゴミみたいな景色ですね。
Oh shit, that's a really good tie back. It's like without the things clouding my eyes, I see the truth of everything, and it fucking sucks. Now we see the truth of how the Bureau operates, and like, it's like the Bureau I don't want to say is wrong, because if there are threats that are this powerful, I'm sure that a lot of people would pull the lever and save the more people than the one person. And that's what the Bureau Chief is doing. He understands what he's doing is wrong, like emotionally and like ethically, but he's still choosing it because he believes he'll protect the most people. It isn't about what's right or what's wrong. It isn't about the truth or lies. It's about the safety, because that is his job. And that isn't necessarily wrong. In fact, a lot of people would say it's right, but that doesn't make it okay or good. But at the end of the day, someone has to make that choice. So even though he's been seemingly an antagonistic force, it's hard for me to say he's wrong, even though he's literally about to kill a child. That being said, yeah, that's exactly why Note's feeling the way he is. It's because he sees the truth and he's like, man, this sucks a lot. I liked it more when I was a little bit ignorant.
チーム長は事件の真相が明らかになったらダグが処理されることを知っていたんですね。だから嘘を。
I do have something to say about this, but I'll say at the end.
そうね。
I talk about my thoughts on the
だけ
case.
どあの子が死ぬのはあなたのせいじゃないわ。
分かっています。ダグは生まれた瞬間からこうなる運命だったことは。僕はただすでに決められていた事実を明るみに出しただけ。決定を下したのは管理局です。僕はずっと真実を傍観していただけなんだ。それに正直少し安心しました。手遅れになる前にあの子のスキルが分かってよかったと、世界を守れてあの子が死ぬことになってよかったと安心しました。
I kind of wish that Thena was here to listen to this, so she can tell him that he's lying.
自分のやるべきことを探そう。その思いだけでロンドンに残りました。でも知りたくなかったです。これが僕のやるべきことだなんて。いっそ何も知らないまま夢を見ている間に死んでいたらよかったのに。
ロンドンに住む人なら誰でも一度は疑ったことがあるでしょうね。世の中を破壊する力を持ったマナ現象の存在を本当はみんな気づいているのよ。この世界は明日突然終わってしまうかもしれないってこと。そして今この瞬間にもどこかで人が死んでいたけどみんな知らないふりをして生きている。そうしなければ 安心してまぶたを閉じることさえできないから。
Alright, let's look at this landscape together, this much worse landscape, and no, that is not Big Ben.
本当の世界は全てがめちゃくちゃ無秩序で不条理。知ってしまったら後悔する世の中よ。だからいつも笑ったわ。何も知らないみたいに。9歳の誕生日に管理局が引き取りに来た時も、
You can kind of hear the shake in his voice.
どこかに売られる日を
Her
待ち
voice,
ながら
sorry.
訓練を続けている時も、
Sold off down the river.
偉い人たちの派閥争いに巻き込まれて捨てられた時も、行き場をなくして実験的な新設部署に配属された時も、そして2年前尊敬していた人が死んだ時も、
Yeah,
何も知らないみたいに笑った。
that was the dude. Was it Johnny? I think it was Johnny.
でもね、ノート、あなたの前では笑顔が出てこない。おかしいの。笑顔が出てこないの。
What the fuck is that? Oh shit, we have a beautiful CG. I gotta look at this for a second. So what is she doing? Oh, you took off her glove and she's like, hold my hand, I'm gonna use my skill.
手を握って。
だけどチーム長は。
大丈夫。あなたならこの世界は忘れたいことだらけだけど、たまに全てを捧げてでも知りたいことがある。
So, is it gonna be a case that her skills actually very different when she uses her hand to touch someone she knows, or no, a living person?
私の全てを知ってほしい人がいる。ノート、あなたの全てが知りたい。この世の全てを忘れた後に、あなたのことだけを。
僕も知りたい人が。
I will be completely honest, it seems like the game was shipping Athena with Brian, and like everyone else is shipping Redfin with Notrick. I had like a very light feeling on that, like I could kind of see it, but I didn't have like that strong of a feeling in terms of the romance for this game. But now they're like, no, this is the time to unleash it. Because I did think their relationship was kind of funny. It was sometimes kind of like a straight man with like the comedian, but and they definitely have like mutual respect for one another. As you can kind of see, Notrick saying, I trust completely in your investigation. You wouldn't fuck up, which is why I know you're lying. So they actually have a lot of trust in each other, but I never really saw it as something like romantic. Once again, I saw a little bit of it, but not like that much to the point I would be like an avid shipper. But let's see. It seems like she's making her choice now.
あまりにも突然で指先をたどっていった先にある瞳がなぜかひどく悲しげに見えたから、もらった言葉をそのまま返そうとして、僕はどんな気持ちを伝えたいのか確信が持てなくなった。
Sorry, the way he's phrasing this, it sounds like it's a lewd hand holding. Like, oh my god.
いや、
Nope.
過ぎた時間は振り返ることしかできないから、手をつなぐだけでは足りない。
Oh, kiss? Kiss?
好きです、チーム長。
Oh, he said I love you, or I like you. Is that
こ
gonna be the
の
end
手
of
は
the
離
case?
さない。
It kind of feels weird that he's like, I love you, Sergeant. Oh, the Man Affairs Division within the Investigation Department of the Phenomena Bureau is disbanded? Is to be shut down. in 20 hours. That's why the chief was like, you have only so much time left. Case 4, mistletoe. End. I actually don't know why the case is called mistletoe, though I don't really know much about the mistletoe. I think people like kiss under it in like Christmas or something. But damn. You know what? Let's just click new game and see what the last case is called again. But yeah, Oppenheimer. So right now we have Beyond. Present events, past events, and the truth that lies beyond. Ooh. We're at the end game now. We're at case 5. But yeah, I do have something I want to talk about for the case. And once again, as I mentioned before, I kind of meted my way out of this into solving the case because I knew like, oh, we're done with, we explored this, then we've explored this, therefore we must explore this, and the conclusion is this. But there are definitely a lot of parts of this case that like just honestly kind of wowed me. Especially, I mean, a lot of what I was thinking in the beginning kind of ended up being right in this case. Like, I'm still really glad I called Rutger being a creation of I keep forgetting his name, the new Noah. Oh, Doug? Yeah, I think it was Doug. And I feel like I could understand the characters in this case a bit better as to why they're doing what they're doing. But yeah, it was just really interesting because there were so many twists. It was like, yeah, Barafin killed this person, but in this timeline, Elroy prevented it just to accidentally do it himself. But everything was actually an unintentional setup by Douglas. So in one way or another, all of them are technically liable for Rutger's death. And it's just kind of wild. But another thing I realized was that, so we actually had 3 endings here because there are 2 points in which we can make a save spot to make choices. One is when we decide to go to the office before talking to Elroy. So basically we're just like, alright, case shut. Barafin's going to get punished a little bit, but that's it. And then we talk to Elroy, and once we do that and we figure out the truth, the end result was Barafin gets the same exact punishment, but Elroy is going to get tortured so that he doesn't commit suicide. And once we take a step further beyond that and we realize that Douglas was responsible for the entire thing, once again, Barafin gets the same treatment, Douglas will get the same treatment. We have an additional body on top of this now. Douglas is sentenced to death because his ability is too powerful. So basically the lesson we learned from this case's true end was the more information you learn, the more you dig, the worse the result. It's exactly what Elroy said. I go back to make changes, but I only make it worse. And that, wow. Like, I'm honestly a little bit speechless of that because the way they kind of did it was really good, because the more we found out the truth, the more we went back to find out the truth, the worse it got. And the game kind of made it, the game is really good at making you to choose the bad ending first, because the well, obviously before we had the option to go to the office or go to Elroy, we know that we'll get more information out of Elroy, so if you really want to get the bad ending, you can choose that really easily. But then the next one, the option of saying, oh yeah, it's Barafin, so like that's she's a cause of all this, that answer is so much easier to reach than the other one where it's where Redfin says, I feel like this is kind of familiar. I mean, you can definitely explore that option because deja vu is never, this is like never not a plot point in mystery things. So it was going to be relevant, and if you truly decide to explore that, you could find the answer. But the immediate obvious answer was Dina's with Mari and I forgot her name already, Berenice. I've been talking for too long and it's getting kind of late. But yeah, it was is really good. Initially, when I started the game, I was a little bit iffy with the beginning because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the first episode didn't really capture me too much. I thought it was interesting, and I thought the mystery was getting pretty good. But then, as I got into the actual case of going to the circus, interrogating people, and kind of understanding how this functioned, it got a lot more interesting, and every case has kind of been a banger. So I'm really happy so far, but we still have one case left. We have 2 side stories, but we have 1 case left, and now the title's kind of right. It is Stafford Case. I wonder if they're gonna title drop it eventually, but we'll start the next case next time, and until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!